Hello, this is Mending Mahogany. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. So I am coming to the end of my vacation, and it's bittersweet. You know how vacation is. You wait for it and you wait for it, and then when it finally gets here and then when it's over, you're a little sad because you got to go back to like your regular routine. But me and my husband, we didn't get the Wi-Fi package. We got that for the kids. So like sporadically we would stop at different islands, and like I would get service here or there. So yesterday when we had gotten back on the boat from Turks and Caicos, the boat was still in dock, so we were upstairs about to get some food, and I was standing online and I happened to open up my Facebook and I had service. Like limited service, like I could see stuff that people posted, but if I tried to press on it, I couldn't. But this one particular post just caused me just to break down in tears waiting in line for my sandwich. A very dear friend of mine, her husband passed away while we were on the cruise. So today is Friday, I believe. He might have passed away on Wednesday. We had visited him twice before we left to go on the cruise. My husband went up and gave him a haircut. He was in a nursing home. He was battling brain cancer. He had the same type of brain cancer that Joe Biden's son, Beau Biden, had. And, he had went for his third brain surgery. And, we were believing God that, he was going to be healed. So we had seen him before. We went to... I'm sorry for the interruption. My husband was yelling for me. So we went to visit him twice before we left for the cruise. And I mean, to say the least, seeing that post definitely put a damper on me and my husband's mood yesterday, because I mean, he had a family, he had, children, and he was a young man. He wasn't even 50. He was somewhere in his mid 40s. And, I am really, I grew up with his wife. I actually grew up with both of them. But his wife, actually, we've known each other all our lives because our parents were friends. So it was one of those friends that you kind of thought, was family because you just known each other your whole life. And him, I grew up with because he was from the same neighborhood that my grandparents lived in. And like I was saying, it brought our spirits down, because we're out here enjoying this beautiful cruise, the scenery, the islands, the food, and to know that, people are, suffering, and when we get back, we're going to have a funeral to go to. So it just made me, want to appreciate life all the more. Yesterday I was a little ticked off at my husband for something that he did. And it was something minor. It was really something stupid. But, I got a little annoyed with him. And as instantly when I seen that post, it made me realize we got to stop holding on to silly stuff. We have to enjoy the people that we have in our lives. We have to love them while they're here because they're not always going to be here. I know, I hate to think of what my life would be like without my husband. But the bottom line is either we're going with the undertaker or the uppertaker in the rapture, Jesus Christ. But, we just have to learn to appreciate everything in life, even the things that we don't like in life, The only alternative, I hear a lot of people complain about getting older, but the only alternative to getting older is dying young. My father died at 25. You can hear that story, a piece of that story in my video, Little Girl Lost. So I'm 50, so I lived 25 years longer than my father, so we just gotta learn to appreciate life, not hold grudges, forgive people. And forgiveness doesn't mean that you just give people access to you. That's not what I'm saying. We have to use wisdom. Sometimes you got to forgive people and just love them from a distance. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to be very careful about, you know, who you give your life, who you give access to your life. But, you know, we just gotta live life, appreciate life, love people, love God, try to be a better person, try to do better, try to be kind to people. Just try to be a better person, just to be a better person, not to get anything out of it, but just because it's the right thing to do, you know? So thanks for tuning in to my channel. Me and my husband are chilling on the Serenity deck all day, just, you know, eating and laying and, you know, cuddling. I think we're both hurt about, you know, what happened to our friend. So, you know, we just been hanging together all day, loving on each other, because, you know, things happen and it makes you realize how precious people are and how precious life is. So thanks for tuning in once again. This is Mending Mahogany. Have a great day.